Hi everyone, today we are going to discuss the quadratic equations and how to solve a quadratic equation by square roots. Okay, suppose we have a quadratic equation like this, x square is equal to k, then we want to find the solution. Solution means the value of x which satisfies the given equation, right? So that means we need to find the value of x if x square is equal to k. So we have x square is equal to k. That means we want to find the x. That means we want to take the square roots on both sides. So x square is equal to k. Then if you take the square root on both sides, it will be square root of x square and it will be square root of k here. So this will be x and this is plus or minus k. So either x is equal to plus k or x is equal to minus k, and that is the solution of the quadratic equation. So that is the method. Okay. Now let us discuss that with the help of two examples. Okay. Suppose we have the first one. Suppose we have x square is equal to 16. Take the square root on both sides. So square root of x square is x, and we know the square root of 16 is plus or minus 4. So that is the solution. That means x is equal to plus 4 or x is equal to negative 4. So that will satisfy the given equation. So once we put the value of x is equal to 4 in the given equation, so x square, that means 4 square is equal to 16. And if you put x is equal to negative 4, it will be negative 4 the whole square. That's again 16. So that will satisfy the given equation. Okay. So now let us have another one. So the second one, if x square is equal to 100, find x. Or sometimes it will be like this. Solve the equation x square is equal to 100. If it is square, then you have to take square roots on both sides. So the square root of x square is x, and you know the square root of 100 is plus or minus 10. So either x is equal to 10 or x is equal to negative 10, then both the values will satisfy the given equation x square is equal to 100. So if you put x is equal to 10, it will be 10 square, that is 100. And if it is negative 10 the whole square, that is also equal to 100. So that's the solution. Is it simple? Right? Okay, so let us have another one. Third one, that is x square minus 50 is equal to 0. So even if this is an equation, you know the term of x square is not eliminated. So first we want to eliminate x square only in one side. So for that, what we can do, we can add 50 on both sides. So that will be negative 50 plus 50 cancel out, and you will get x square is equal to 50, right? So we need, now it's an equation in which x square is eliminated, so we can easily find out the value of x, right? So we can take the square root on both sides, right? Square root of x square is equal to square root of 50, and square root of x square is x, and we know square root of 50, and that will be, that we can factorize, right? 50 divided by 2, 25, again with the 5, so 5 times 5, it is a square root, so we want to make a group of 2, so 5 square root of 2. And of course, that will be plus or minus, right? Both values are acceptable, so x, the values are plus or minus 5 root 2. So x is equal to either 5 root 2 or x is equal to negative 5 root 2. So these are the solutions of the given equation. Got it? Okay. Now let us have another one. A similar one. That is the fourth one. Y square minus 27 equal to 0. So we can add 27 on both sides. 27. So that will be y square is equal to 27. So square root on both sides. So square root of y square equal to square root of 27. So that is y is equal to plus or minus square root of 27, right? And we can factorize 27 like this way. Start with 3. So 9, 3, 3. So it's a square root, so make a group of 2. And so this will be, take 1 from that group, so that is 3, and keep the other thing inside. So there's plus or minus 3 square root of 3. So either y is equal to 3 root 3 or y is equal to negative 3 root 3. Got it? Okay guys, now we can move on to another example. That is number 5. Solve x square plus 72 is equal to 0. So as in the previous case, let us subtract 72 from both sides. So it's equal to negative 72. So when we subtract that one, 72 get cancelled. So we have x square is equal to negative 72. So it is a square. So take the square root on both sides. X square is equal to square root of negative 72. And this is x. X is equal to. And what about square root of a negative number? The square root of negative number means it is an imaginary number. So that will be I, imaginary number. I times square root of 72. Actually, it will be plus or minus, right? So that's the reason if there is a negative sign inside, a radical sign, then the that will come out with an I symbol, right? Okay, and now we can factorize 72. So 72 times 2, and divide with the 2, you will get 36. So we can say 6, a group of 2. So that will be plus or minus square root, take 1 from that group of 2, that is 6, and keep the other thing inside the radical. So x is equal to I 6 root 2 or x is equal to negative I 6 root 2. So that means this is the imaginary root and this is the conjugate of that one, right? And this is one of the peculiarity of that imaginary roots. Once the imaginary roots occur, that will always occur in conjugate pairs. So the conjugate of I 6 root 2 is negative I 6 root 2. So that is the solution of this equation. Got it? So more questions. So number 6. So when we practice more and more questions, the things will be more clear to you. That's why we are practicing with the different kinds of questions. Okay, so the next one, that is 2x squared minus 8 is equal to 41. So as in the previous case, let us add 8 on both sides, plus 8. So that will end up with the 2x squared is equal to 49, right? So 41 plus 8, so we add 8 on both sides. So we want to eliminate x, so we can divide that with the 2 and here also. So that cancelled. So x square is equal to 49 over 2. That is x square. Okay. Now this is a square. So we want to take the square root on both sides. So taking the square root of x square will lead to square root of 49 over 2. And we know that is x is equal to plus or minus square root of 49 over 2. Okay. What is square root of 49 over 2? And we know for square root of 49 over square root of 2. So it's equal to, so square root of 49, that is 7. So plus or minus 7. And we don't know the exact square root of 2, so we can keep as it is. So that is the solution. So x is equal to plus or minus 7 over root 2. Okay, got it? Okay, so next one, number 7. 3t squared plus 6 is equal to 70. So what we want to do? We want to eliminate t. Here t is the variable, so we want to eliminate the term of t, that is 3t squared. So for that we have to subtract 6 from both sides. So that cancelled. So 3t squared is equal to 70 minus 6, that is 64. Okay, so we want to divide both sides with the 3 to eliminate t squared. end up with the t square is equal to 64 over 3. So it's a square. So take the square root of t square. So square root of t square, right, equal to square root of 64 over 3. So t equal to plus or minus square root of 64 over square root of 3. We can write like that way. And we know the square root of 64 is 8. And we don't know the exact square root of 3. So that's an irrational number. So we can keep as it is. So it is t equals either 8 over root 3 or negative 8 over root 3. So these are the solutions of that equation. Okay, the same method, same procedure, but the different problems. Okay, I think you got the idea. Number 8, 5r square minus 2 equal to 34. That's the next question. So we want to eliminate r square. So for that we can add 2 on both sides. 2 cancel out. So we get 5r square is equal to 34 plus 2, that is 36, divided with 5. 5 on both sides. So cancel out. R square is equal to 36 over 5. So we can write it as 36 over 5. Square, so find the value of r, so we need to take the square root on both sides. R square is equal to square root of 36 over 5, and that is r plus or minus square root of 36 over square root of 5, that's equal to plus or minus 6 over root 5, because we don't know the exact value of the root 5, so that's why we keep as it is. So both are the values, so r equals plus 6 over root 5 or minus 6 over root 5. Okay, got it? And then another one in another form. So let us solve this one. 9th one. Solve 4 times y minus 7 the whole square is equal to 40. So this is something different from that of the previous one. So in that case, what we can do is, so we want to eliminate the term of y. So first of all, we want to eliminate the term containing 1. Here it is y minus 7 the whole square. So we want to eliminate that first. For that, what we can do, we have to divide both sides with 4, right? Okay, so that cancel out. Y minus 7 the whole square is equal to 48 over 4, and that will be 12. Okay. Now, so here it is a square of something. So what we want to do, we want to take the square roots on both sides, right? So square root of y minus 7 the whole square is equal to square root of 12, and that will end up with y minus 7 equal to plus or minus square root of 12, right? Okay, so what our aim is to find the value of y. So we have to eliminate the other terms from here. So that is negative 7. So we can add 7 on both sides. Okay, so that will cancel out, and we will get y is equal to 7 plus or minus square root of 12. Okay, and if you want, you can split 12 like this way, 2, 6, 2, 3, and group of 2. So that can be written as 2 times square root of 3, plus or minus, of course. So that is a solution. So y is equal to 7 plus 2 root 3, or y is equal to 7 minus 2 root 3. So that are the solutions. Got it? And another one, that is number 10. So it's again almost a similar one. So first we want to eliminate the term containing b. So for that we can divide it with the 2. 2 get cancelled. You will get it as 40 here. Okay, because 80 divided by 2 is equal to 40. So we got b plus 2 the whole square is equal to 40. It's a square. So we want to take the square root on both sides. So b plus 2 the whole square root of 40. And that is b plus 2 equal to plus or minus square root of 40. Subtract 2 from both sides. 2 get cancel out. B equal negative 2 plus or minus square root of 40. And if you want, you can split the 40. So 2, that is 22. So 10, 2, 5. Okay. So make a group of 2. So it is 2, and we can keep the other product inside the radical itself. So negative 2 plus or minus 1 from this group, that is 2, and the other term inside the bracket, that is 2 times 5, that will be 10. So that can be, if you want, you can take a 2 outside. No need. We can keep as it is. Negative 2 plus or minus 2 times square root of 10. And that's it. That's the value of B. Got it? Yes. Now, we can have another one. So, question number 11. So, here, it's a slight different. There's a slight difference from that of the previous one. So, again, the process is the same. We want to eliminate the term containing the variable. So, here we have x minus 2 the whole square. So, first of all, you want to eliminate that one. So, for that, we can subtract 3 from both sides. That will cancel out. So 2 times x minus 2 the whole square is equal to 57 minus 3, that is 54. Okay. Now what we want to do? Our aim is to find the value of x. So first of all, we have to eliminate the term of x. So for that, we can divide both sides with 2, right? To cancel out. So x minus 2 the whole square is equal to 27, because 54 divided by 2 is 27. Okay, so it is a square. To find the value, we want to take the square root. So square root of x minus 2 the whole square is equal to square root of 27. Right? Okay, so it is x minus 2 equal to square root of plus or minus square root of 27. Right? Okay, so we can add 2 on both sides. So it will cancel out, and you will get x is equal to 2 plus or minus square root of 27, right? And 27, we can factorize that. 27 divided by 3, 9, 3 times 3, make a group of 2, that is 3. So it is 2 plus or minus 3, because 1 from this group will out, so 3, and the remaining thing will be inside. So that's it. X is equal to 2 plus or minus 3 root 3. Okay. And one more question, that is 12. So again, a similar one. So here we have 3r plus 4 the whole square is equal to negative 81. So it's a square term on one side, and other term we have a constant. So we can directly take the square root on both sides, right? So it is 3r plus 4 the whole square is equal to square root of negative 8, right? And this side, you know, this is 3r plus 4. It's equal to negative number inside the radical. So that will end up with an I, right? I times square root of 8. Got it? Because we have an I inside the radical. That is an imaginary number. So we will represent it as I. Okay. Actually, it is plus or minus. Okay. So we can subtract 4 from here, 4 from here. So 4 cancel out. 3r is equal to negative 4 plus or minus I square root of 8. Okay. And so that we can write it as, now we want to find the value of r. So we can divide both sides with 3. So divided by 3. 3 cancel out. And r is equal to negative 4 plus or minus I square root of 8 divided by 3. So both solutions, either negative 4 plus I root 8 divided by 3, or the conjugate negative 4 minus I root 8 by 3. So that's it. So we have again 2 solutions. So that solution may be real or imaginary or irrational or rational. That's not a matter, but the process is the same. Okay. I think you got the idea of the solving a quadratic equation by square root method. So there will be a square term. So in all these cases, there is no term of r or x term. So only square term. So that's the method that we are going to use to solve an equation like this. Got it? Okay. So practice it. We can have different types of solutions, and we can discuss that in the next classes. Okay, thank you.